American Blackout. Oh,
here we go. It's a showdown between Geminis. Someone's going down, but it ain't gonna be me.
hey, what's up, everybody? This is Brooklyn Prepper. I'm doing a little review on a documentary on Nat Geo. Same channel that carries Doomsday Preppers. Alright? Okay, I'm doing a little review on that show they had out, American Blackout. Oh! Okay. I watched this show last night, out of curiosity. Now, where do I begin? Do I start with the dude dying of an infection due to a cut on his arm in like 3 days? Or do I just go straight to the guy smashing the other guy's face in with a can of peaches? Or do I just go straight to, like, within 10 days of the lights going out, it was totally anarchy. New York was destroyed. It was in ruins. Other parts of the country, it was in ruins. There was gangs. The funniest part that got me, hey man, like what's with the racial profiling on this thing? Like that girl, remember that girl? Have you seen the show? Right? Go and watch it. Right? I wouldn't say it's a documentary. I would say it's more in line as a comedy. That's how I took as a comedy. I would say as a comedy. What is mainstream media doing to us? What is the whole scheme of these shows? And I'm sat there, I'm listening to this show, right? I'm watching it, and I'm trying to hold down my dinner, right? I think I almost upchucked it about 3 times, right? And I'm saying, what is this? I'm speechless. Like, what is this need to keep on putting fear into us? What is this need? What is the end result of all this? Right? I'm going to tell you. I'm here to tell you. All right? Okay, you take this show like American Blackout, which I just thought was totally nonsense, totally crap, just like the Doomsday Preppers series. And if you notice, it was pretty interesting to me. But this is just my observation, okay? I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm just a prepper from Brooklyn, right? Like every 5 seconds, Doomsday Prepper little thing came up in the corner. Season premiere, Doomsday Prepper. Season premiere, Doomsday Prepper. So I started thinking to myself, maybe, no, just maybe, they made this American Blackout show, because Doomsday Prepper is doing pretty crappy now, and it was a good cash cow for Nat Geo, Doomsday Prepper, because they like watching people blowing their fingers off and blowing their eardrums out. They love that. It's great entertainment, right? And I think the ratings has been falling, so know what they do. Let's put out a show about a blackout happening in America, and this show everybody, this is what's going to happen. You're going to be raped, you're going to be killed, you're going to be murdered, there's going to be anarchy on the streets, right? To promote more fear, so maybe you'll watch Doomsday Prepper a little more so you can learn to prepare, right? And if you think you learn to prepare from Doomsday Prepper, then you need your head examined, right? They ain't teaching you nothing there, right? So if you look at Doomsday Prepper, all right, you're a prepper, you go on the show. The producer tries to make you act as crazy as you can. All you're doing is showing all these preps and flamethrowers and sniper pits and all this crazy nonsense, right? So you go through this whole show showing all this stuff. The producers are making you do all these crazy things, basically because they're giving you like $3,000. So you're selling your soul for $3,000. Right, so you're doing all this stuff. So you watch a show on TV, you're doing all this crazy stuff, you're doing backflips like some clown at a circus for this network, right? And then they rate you. Then they get other clowns to tell you that your preps ain't good enough, right? And then after those experts tell you your preps ain't good enough, then you got that other voice that comes on and tells you you're a fool because this most likely is never going to happen. So what kind of show is that? So when I just come together, this show like American Blackout, which you got to watch it because it's like they didn't. I don't know if they want to go to a zombie apocalypse or some kind of creepy horror movie, or they pulled all the shells out of the box to try to put fear into people, right? Because in my opinion, my humble opinion, all this fear mongering that they're doing on TV and people are watching this stuff, you're training the public to behave like this if there was a blackout. So this is in their mind. Oh, there's a blackout. People are going to be trying to kill us. No, never mind, making a show. There's a blackout, and in the show you show how people help each other, how communities come together, how people help the old people on their block, how people learn to live with each other without lights for 10 days. This show made it look like no lights for 10 days. United States was conquered, right? So if you're an army, if you're any other country that wants to take over this country, never mind tanks, helicopters, planes, bombs, terrorists, just shut our lights off for 10 days. It'd be yours, right? England had to send us supply. In 10 days, America would destroy because we couldn't turn our iPhone on. So where do you... I get this flustered. I'm sorry. I get flustered at this because this is the crap they throw at us. And you get fellow preppers that, people on YouTube that join up for this stuff. They go on there and everything else and they promote this fear. And it's on one hand, they're promoting the fear, but on the other hand, in some of their videos, they're patriots and they're always calling false flags. There's a false flag. The government's doing a false flag again, right? They're always doing these false flags. So are you. So are you guys by feeding this nonsense. False flag. You really think the United States will collapse without lights in 10 days? Really? What kind of fantasy world is everybody living in? But I was watching the show and I was like, I can't take it no more. I was like this. I just hope there's a lot of you guys out there that are a lot smarter than this, right? Because this is called conditioning, right? And they're using preppers now to condition people, right? Just to be afraid, right? So when the lights turn off, the only thing you should do is start killing each other. Smash each other's heads in with canned peaches, right? Canned peaches. If anybody ever wanted to steal any kind of canned item from my neighborhood, it would be like tomato sauce. Give me those tomatoes! I said, give me the tomatoes! If you don't get out of my freaking house, I'll bust your freaking face open with this can of tomatoes. But anyway, can you imagine that, I can't explain. If you've seen the show, right? After I watched the show, I was like, I didn't know where they wanted to go. I said, okay, and then it just dawned on me, this is just to prep people up to keep on watching Doomsday Prepper. That's what I got out of it, right? To watch that lunacy. I think the new season coming up, there's guys with Mad Max vehicles and probably shooting flames out of their rear ends and stuff, right? I can't even imagine what's coming up next, right? But anyway, I just want to touch base with everybody and say I watched the show, right? It was horrible, in my opinion. I'm sorry if some people that are on YouTube that were on the show and everything. It was horrible. It was so far from the truth. Like, really, 10 days without power, everybody's just going to be in the streets killing each other, right? There's got to be a reason why they're trying to promote this fear-mongering, right? Don't fall for it, When things go bad, right, Americans should be helping each other, and we all know that. It's, you know, pulling together. Why don't they make shows like that? Why don't they make shows where, okay, we're going to do a scenario, there's a blackout, and let's show people how to prepare for a blackout, and how to be ready for a blackout, how to help each other during a blackout. But instead, they throw this circus on, the lights went out, people are hacking each other up, people are stuck in an elevator. It was like a horror movie. One guy falls to his death, right? And some kid's running around with a gun. He runs into there's a morgue. He opens a body bag up. Oh, it was like, where would you go with it? Where did this show, you know, I didn't know where it was going to end. And then the best is you get the prepper guy. Even in this American blackout, they made a prepper look like a complete moron. People around his compound, he has bunkers, he has all kinds of stuff and everything, and he gets jumped by a bunch of guys with knives. He has AKs, 47s and everything. So do you see what these shows are doing? They're making you look silly, making everybody look silly. They don't want you prepping. They want you to feel stupid to prep, right? So I don't know why. I don't care. I don't care about the conspiracies, right? But if you want to watch a funny show, watch American Blackout. It's very entertaining. It's sort of like a mixture of maybe a zombie movie and Freddy Krueger or something like that, right? The best part is the canned peaches. This guy just breaks this guy's face open for canned peaches. And I think it was day 4. Day 4, day 5, he's killing people for peaches already. Anyway, I know we're going to get a lot of comments. Well, you know, it could happen because nobody's preparing, but it's all mumble jumble, dude. You know, it's fantasy. Fantasy. If something really went wrong with the power grid and everything like that, yeah, it's going to be hard on a lot of people. Know what the outcome is. There's going to be a lot of desperate, hungry people and everything. It's, you know, and like I was saying before, they really social profile, like that one part in the apartment when that gang came up, right? The guy came up and they dragged, you see they dragged that woman, obviously they murdered her or something. You know, TV loves you to think, oh, you're getting killed. If there's death and destruction in the show, right, it's a wonderful thing, right? Don't teach people how to love each other and care about each other, believe in God and all that stuff. No. Don't do that. Let's just show people killing each other. Let's just keep that going, right? It has to make you wonder who's controlling this world. Certainly ain't God right now, right? But anyway, I just wanted to touch base with you guys. Just let me, if you guys seen the show, let me know what you thought about the show, right? If you thought it was entertainment, if you thought it was realistic. I just wanted to see what my subs out there really, where your heads are at with this type of lunacy, and that's it, I guess. Right? I just watched it, you know, not too long ago. I'm like flabbergasted. I'm like, really? And they made this old American Blackout, and you know, it's like, really, this is what's going to happen to New York and the rest of the country in 10 days because we can't turn a lamp on? I can't turn a lamp on, so I'm going to smash my neighbor's face in with a can of peaches. Live for today, prep for tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think about the show.